Hey everyone, I'm Heather and welcome back to my channel. So we are here today with Ultra Kaiju Monster Rancher. So I didn't know this existed for a while and I saw it some time ago, at least a year ago. And it was on sale, and before I could get it, the sale went off and I've been waiting for it to go on sale again because I think it's normally $49.99. So I was waiting for a sale again. There was finally a sale. I was able to get it. I'm not familiar with the Ultra Kaiju, but I love Monster Rancher. I do have some old videos of Monster Rancher on the channel. And I was like, well, I would definitely play a new Monster Rancher game. So let's go ahead and get started. I don't know how similar this is. In ancient times, monstrous behemoths known as Kaiju inhabited this island. Kaiju once lived alongside humans, but their incredible power led to all sorts of strife. It is said that the Giant of Light appeared at that time, bringing an end to the discord. And the Kaiju that fell in the conflict transformed into disc stones. A long time has passed since that era of turmoil. Now that there are those who unearth disc stones from ancient ruins, seeking to regenerate Kaiju and raise them into magnificent companions. These brave and hardy souls are known as Kaiju breeders. Our tale unfolds in the city of Nisik, capital city of the island of Lator. Here, a new Kaiju breeder would be born. Here to pick up your breeder's license, are you? Could I get your name, please? Heather, is it? One moment, I'll take a look. Huh, strange. There's some mistake preventing me from issuing your license. But I graduated from the Breeder Academy, but I applied fair and square. Let's say we graduated from the academy. Believe me, I feel you, but the fact remains that I lack any documents pertaining to the matter. Now hold on a minute. Oh, it's you. What if I can act as instructor for this person here? Then we can at least issue them a permit for the time being. Oh, it's Holly. It seems to be an error on our side after all. There shouldn't be problems if an instructor's with them. Right you are, Holly. If you insist, I should hardly refuse. Hi there, my name is Holly. Seems like I'll be your instructor until your license comes through. Wait, you're not that Holly, are you? Oh, so you've heard of me. I guess I've gotten a bit famous myself then. That's right, I'm from Fimba, but now I'm on this island as an instructor. I came from the mainland to teach people how to raise Kaiju. I'm still getting used to things around here, but I'm looking forward to working with you, Heather. The city of Nisk. You know the difference between monsters and Kaiju, don't you? What? Well... Seriously? Did you sleep through your classes at Breeder Academy? There are gigantic creatures on this island. We call them Kaiju. And kaiju, they come from disc stones. We use altars to regenerate them back to their original size. Any of these beastly behemoths would be hard to handle if they run amok, and yet, if a breeder were to raise them right, they could participate in kaiju battles or help out in the city. But first things first, we've got to get you a kaiju of your own. So let's head over to the regeneration altar. Okay. Mr. Santo, we'd like a kaiju suited for a beginner if you have one. Why, Holly, good to see you. And this is the one you've mentioned? Yes, this is Heather, a new breeder I'm going to be supporting for a while. Nice to meet you. I'm Santo. I look forward to helping you out. This is where we regenerate kaiju from disc stones. The process requires a modicum of money. Watch out for that. What if we're totally strapped? Or not, we have 30,000 gold. Worry not, we do offer some kaiju free of charge to breeders low on funds. But we only offer one kind at a time, which is then rotated along with the passing of the seasons. Enough talk, take a look. One look is worth 1,000 words. We're going to be coming here a lot, so you better be on your best behavior. What's the seasonal kaiju? This is your first time receiving a supplied kaiju, right, Heather? We give out some kaiju for free to those low on funds. The type of kaiju we supply depends on the season. But I assure you, we do offer a solid lineup. Why not take a look at who we have to offer? The kaiju we supply for spring is Gamoru. Good old Gamoru. It brings considerable power and resilience to the table. Its overall balance makes an appealing kaiju. A good pick for a newbie breeder. Let's do no. I understand. No need to worry. Come back anytime. Okay. I don't know about a code, but let's do a keyword. Here, breeders may regenerate kaiju from chosen keywords. You can enter up to 2 keywords. I suggest you try out various combinations. Main keywords, sub-keywords. What should we do? Let's try, we're just going to try new breeder. We're going to see what new breeder comes up with. And we'll do, I don't know what that is. Do really. Really. New breeder, really. It's 3,000. Do I really want to do that? Let's try it. I mean, it's not as fun as the CDs. Okay. Well, how does it feel receiving your first kaiju? It really is humongous. Tell me about it. I was shocked at the size when I saw my first one too. Just in case, if you want to generate a different kaiju, you should have a word with Santo at the altar. But do remember, we can only raise one kaiju at a time. Any subsequent kaiju you regenerate will have to be put into the association's care. If you want to switch the kaiju you're going to raise, visit the association before we head to the ranch. The ranch? That's what we call the place breeders live while raising their kaiju. Finding a spot with the kind of space requires for raising massive kaiju isn't easy. We're lucky that the association has us set up with a ranch that was just looking for new tenants. One other thing, do you know about kaiju traits? Traits? Apparently we didn't pay attention at all in Breeder Academy. There are special powers possessed by each kaiju. Traits have all sorts of effects when raising or battling with kaiju. Once you've gotten a handle on the basics, you'll start to want to keep an eye on traits too. I mean, it's pretty across the board. Defense is not good though. Sure. We paid money for it, so now I have to name it. It was something Nova, so we're gonna just call it Nova. Nova, that has a nice ring to it. Is this a name you'd like to go with? Yes. Good, I'll register Nova with the association. Let's do our best to raise Nova. Now it's time to actually raise your own kaiju. Once you're ready, let's get this kaiju back to the ranch. You can now use L to go to the ranch. After returning to the ranch, you won't be able to return to the city for a while. Sure. Thanks for seeing us this far, you two. I'm sorry we cannot accompany you two any further. We have business with the ranch. Now then, be careful on the rest of your journey. Yeek! An earthquake! Bird on. It's a wild kaiju. But they hardly ever come this close to town. A wild kaiju is on the loose. We have to get out of here now. We have to protect the city. What's that? You're gonna fight with that kaiju? That's crazy talk. We've only just gotten one. We can't just abandon everyone and run. Alright, fine. I'll show you the ropes. So just stay calm and follow my lead. Start battle. Well, they have a lot more life. This is your first battle, isn't it? It's your job to tell Nova what to do so they can fight. My power's more, though. Sure. I'll explain how it all works, one thing at a time. This is the battle screen. Here you can see each combatant's stats. Once you get ready, we can proceed with the battle. Press A to get started. Okay, yeah. Their defense is much better than mine, but my power is a good bit more. My skill is more, my speed is more. Intelligence is more too. But it's still not good for me. I'll explain now while the opponent is on their guard and not doing anything. Nova is on the left. Let's have them advance forward with R now. That's it, Heather. Now back up with L. Great. Now let's try using some techniques. Which techniques you can use will depend on your distance from the opponent. Select a technique icon and press A to use that technique. Poison web. Looking good. If your technique lands, the opponent's life will go down. Whoever reduces their opponent's life the most within the time limit wins, so stay on the offensive. Sometimes your techniques might miss though. You can see how likely a move is to hit here. Try to time it so you have the highest chance of hitting. Using techniques takes guts. You can see Nova's guts right here. Right here, okay. You can't use a technique if you don't have enough guts, and you'll have to wait for it to recover. Just so you know, the higher the technique's guts, the more likely it is to land a hit. Sometimes it's best to hold off and save up some guts rather than using techniques as soon as you can. That Birdon didn't like that. It's fighting back. It's poisoned, though. Ooh. That was a hard hit. Looks like it has a strong trait. That trait might put us at a disadvantage if we get too close. We should keep our distance. Knockbacks are perfect at a time like this. They quickly put distance between you and your opponent. Get up close and press B to knock them back. Okay. Birdon has become confused. Now's your chance to attack. It'll take some guts, but use Y to dash over to the opponent. Let's go back. I want to maybe do this. This one seemed to have more, maybe? No, they wanted me to continue to do Y. That went well. Confused opponents are easier to hit. But watch out. It works the other way around too. If Nova gets confused, they'll be easy to hit. The rest of the battle's up to you. Go ahead, direct Nova as you see fit. Birdon is a strong kaiju, and getting burnt to a crisp wouldn't be very fun. But I know you and Nova can handle it. We did get burned. Oh, I don't like that. But I mean, they're poisoned still. We won. Yay. That was incredible, Heather. You drove that wild kaiju away. No, hold on. It's caught a second wind. Aw, come on. Your kaiju is practically on its last legs here. If only I had my Suezo with me at a time like this. Whoa, what's that? A kaiju? No, it doesn't look like it. It seems to be protecting us. I guess all we can do now is watch and see what happens. Oh, Ultraman. Okay. Well. I don't think I'm doing anything here. Oh, it flew right off. What in the world? That is Ultraman, the Giant of Light. Unbelievable, he actually exists. Ultra who now? Oh, you've never heard of him? He's a legend passed down on this island. In ancient times, there lived monstrous behemoths on this island known as Kaiju. Kaiju once lived with humans, but their incredible power led to all sorts of strife. We read this already. Then the Giant of Light appeared, bringing an end to the plight. The Kaiju that fell during that strife transformed into disc stones. After quite some time, the disc stones were discovered in some ruins along with the altar. The Kaiju were released from their stone imprisonment and began living with humans again. So, the Giant of Light appeared to save the people, huh? Well, anyway, I've got to give credit where credit is due, Heather. For your first battle, you sure know how to command your Kaiju. I can't wait to see you grow even more. Ooh, I got a lot of money. Yay! At the ranch. This is a ranch that helps us out on the regular. They have all sorts of facilities that help us raise these gigantic kaiju without a giant fuss. Welcome to Kaiju Ranch. It used to go by a different name. Maybe they changed management or something? I heard they ran into some money troubles due to losses in kaiju battles, so I've been worried. What's this now? Are there a couple of new breeders I spy with my little eyes? Yes, we are. Would you happen to be a part of the ranch? Not one of its kaiju, if that's what you're asking. The name is Kaiju. I inherited this here ranch from my Grams. So, you own this ranch now, huh? That explains the new branding. Do we have a customer, Kaiju, dear? Oh, speak of the Nana. Look, Grams, we've got a new breeder. Kaiju can be a bit of a handful, but do get along with him, would you? What are you doing to my reputation here? I'm a jack of all trades. Just don't wake me up early. Not a great match for ranch work. Right then, let's get your training underway. Whoa, 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 slow down. First, we have to choose what sort of food we give Nova. Right, good shout. I bet Nova's all kind of hungry. All right, Heather, let's choose this month's feed. During the first week of each month, you'll decide what food to feed Nova for the month. Think about your Kaiju's diet carefully, or it might get too fat or too thin. Kaiju also have their own likes and dislikes. You can make them angry by feeding them wrong. To start with, just give Nova food that you think will make them happy. Your Kaiju's weight, dependence, and fear will change with the food you feed it, and fatigue, anger with spices. Food a Kaiju can eat depends on what kind it is. The effect of a food will increase if a Kaiju likes it, but decrease if it does not. What food do you want to give it this month? Dried grass, Grain Brothers, heaping salad. That's very expensive. Ultra meat. How would I know what my Kaiju wants? Nutrition pellets, giant egg. They don't like that. Maybe salad? Give this food? Sure, I guess. Do they like it? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Here you go, Nova. Here's your food for this month. Nova looks satisfied. Alright, so it's at least okay. But that was expensive. Now we'll explain how to raise Kaiju. Each week you'll decide how to raise your Kaiju. How your Kaiju spends the week is up to you. You can check Nova's status by pressing the X button. Kaiju will get more dependent or wary of you depending on how you raise them. Raising them in a balanced way increases their loyalty and makes them more likely to listen to you. You can check your current breeder style under Style. Kaiju also have stats called Fatigue and Anger. I'll explain more about stats later. On another note, you can usually only raise a Kaiju for 3 or 4 years. Make sure you plan out your breeding regimen to make them the strongest they can be before they retire. There is a limit to how long you can raise a Kaiju. When a Kaiju reaches its competitive lifespan, you will have to retire it. Retired Kaiju cannot be trained or entered in tournaments. Each Kaiju has its own trainable period. This period is also affected by your raising style. Okay. One more thing. You can call Nova by pressing Y button while on the ranch. Why don't you give it a try now? What do you want to ask Nova? How is Nova feeling? Nova was only just born. I sure can't wait to see how they'll grow. What should we do this week? Let's do some drills. Talk to Nova. They look happy. Okay. Alright. Nova seems excited to be in a new place. Raising your Kaiju to be strong is important, of course, but don't forget to play with them too. I think that's enough about breeding styles for now. Nova will eventually join tournaments as you raise them. But you'll have to get them up to snuff first. Let's start Nova's training right away. Okay, so we did the intro into Ultra Kaiju Monster Ranchers, so I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. In the next one, we'll start the drills. I don't know if we'll get into being able to battle at all, but we'll go ahead and start the drills next time. But yeah, that's going to be everything for this time, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!